Nolan. Alec, thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. The FBI is looking into this, a nexus of terrorism. What can you tell us? What's the latest update at this moment?
Yeah, so many people waking up here today in Austin and getting that push alert that there had been a mass shooting. Obviously, because of what happened last night, we had a feeling that could there be some sort of retaliation after the killing of the Ayatollah in Iran. And of course, unfortunately, I'm glad to be with you today, Andy, but not under these circumstances. So for those of you not familiar with Austin, 6th Street, certainly a very busy area, an area where people go out socially for drinks, bachelorette parties, bachelor parties, a very crowded area. We have seen more violence around what's called Dirty Six, sort of the middle there. But this coming on West 6th Street at a beer garden called Buford's. That shooter had a pistol and a rifle, what appears to be an AR-style rifle, opening up from his car, opening fire. We did receive some videos as well that show this alleged shooter, who we now know is a 53-year-old U.S. naturalized citizen from Senegal, who lives just about 20 to 25 minutes away from here at the station, opening fire. APD officers responded, according to the police chief, in less than a minute. We're talking 55 to 56 seconds here, responding to this situation, opening fire on the gunman, killing him, 2 others dying, so making it 3 total if you count the shooter, and then 14 others injured. And we do know right now there are still people in critical condition at the hospital.
Yeah, obviously a very sad moment, 2 killed, and obviously it could have been much worse if the police weren't so readily available and on the scene very quickly. I also want to put up this here as we talk about this potentially nexus of terrorism. The FBI still looking into it, not sure of the motive at this moment, but Mill Belusion saying the photo has been obtained of this mass shooter armed and wearing a shirt that says "Property of Allah." Of course, talking about what's going on in Iran. Did they get into any specifics about the motive, about what they're looking into in regards to that?
Yeah, we potentially, the word potential is what is being used. So we are saying a potential act of terror. This is something that they said early on in that early morning press conference. I've had multiple reporters on this. We just had a reporter actually outside the suspected gunman's house. I can tell you that. We do know that there was FBI agents, APD officers going to that home, coming out with boxes of what appears to be evidence. There's also a white car in the driveway there that it looks as though someone has bashed in the window there. We're not quite sure what that is. We also saw people coming in and out of the house. We talked with a neighbor who said he saw drones, who said he saw canine units, SWAT teams coming in with assault rifles as well, getting a search warrant on this home. And in terms of the potential act of terrorism, we haven't gotten that as an exact motive from APD or FBI agents. And honestly, I don't suspect to hear from them for the rest of the night. But I can tell you that image that you showed there, which we have put out as well from Fox 7 Austin here, we also obtained a video, which you can find on my Instagram, Alec Nolan TV. And you can watch it. That there's a suspected gunman there on the ground after appearing to get shot. And if you pause the video, and I know it's blurred in there and you can't see it, but I can tell you from watching that video, it is that same Property of Allah hoodie that you're seeing right there. So once again, we don't have confirmation as to the motive right now, just being investigated as a potential act of terror. We do know that he lives in Pflugerville. If you're from Austin, that's not far away, about 20 minutes north. And it looks as though he lives with other people. And I believe he became a naturalized citizen about 20 years ago, a legal citizen, I should say, and then a naturalized citizen in 2013. So we're continuing to get more information. But as you know, Andy, it sometimes takes a while for law enforcement.
Yeah, it takes them a little bit of time as they're kind of diving into all these leads. If it was just something you picked out of the closet, or if there was something specific around exactly what you wore to obviously unload this, and 2 people losing their lives, dozen other injured. I do want to ask you more about Austin, because we know the University of Texas so prominent in the community there. How aware are people in Austin of what's going on in Iran? How aware are they of the politics of it all? Because obviously a young kind of crowd, a college town, so to speak. How aware are you of the global implications of what's going on in Iran?
That's a really great question, Andy. I think people need to understand that Austin, certainly out of all of the cities here in Texas, I would argue, is the most aware, I would say, of what's going on politically, globally, economically, internationally. This is a college town, but you're also talking about a very highly educated area. The politics here, this being the capital, Governor Greg Abbott is here. We know that so many people like to go outside the Capitol. And we saw this yesterday, Andy, and I captured video of this as well. Right after it had been confirmed that the Ayatollah had been killed, we have seen a group, hundreds of local Iranians going outside the Capitol and cheering, thanking President Donald Trump, thanking Israel. So this has been going on for weeks now. I mean, since January, we have seen these people outside begging for some help. And so I would argue that, yeah, this is an area that's very self-aware of what's going on and understands the implications of, hey, if you're going to, as I told one of my colleagues, take the head off the snake here in the Ayatollah, things can happen.
That was very good. I just wanted to get your perspective. Obviously, a very politically savvy group there in Austin, much like yourself. All right, Alec, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, your insight here on Live Now from Vox.
Andy, thanks. Anytime.
All right.